When we think about like this concept of storytelling and we think about international journalism, the two don't really mix that much. And I think what we're trying to do is really mix those. So we're trying to create journalism that has characters or subjects, people who are in the story, who are allowed to develop and be, sort of like independent actors. You don't see that very much in international journalism. Usually it's a story about what's going on in politics, or it's a story, at these kind of high political levels, or it's a story sometimes about victimization, right? Or poverty or something like that. And very rarely in those stories is the person who the story's about, the average person, allowed to be a person like you or me. And I think that was really kind of one of the founding ideals for the Common Language Project, and I think that's the thing that's remained consistent, to sort of bring out this truth that, we're all the same. We're all kind of people with the same kind of motivations and struggling against the same kind of things. And whether you're in Ethiopia or whether you're in Syria or whether you're in the US, there's a lot of similarities there. But I don't think we see that enough in the media. There's a lot of sort of alienation and a lot of sort of otherizing that happens. So what we're trying to do is foster that international multimedia journalism, and then also try and distribute it through partners. So right now our sort of core staff does a lot of reporting ourselves. So basically we do quite a bit of stuff here locally, but internationally we do like about one international project every year and a half. In late 2010, I guess it was, we were in Syria and Iraq. Before that we were in Pakistan. Before that we were in East Africa. Right now we're doing a lot of trying to foster like other people, especially young journalists, work in the same direction. So we're basically working with journalists from kind of all over the world on multimedia stories about pretty much anything. Usually it has some kind of sort of social justice angle, you could say. For both our work and that work, we're trying to get that in front of as many people as possible. So we have a website, clpmag.org, where that's published. We have a local blog called The Globalist, but we're also working with partners at local news outlets and national outlets, from the Seattle Times to PBS, to get those stories in front of as many people as possible.